Hi guys, before this video starts, I just wanted to acknowledge that we're all being affected by COVID-19, and the last thing I want is for this video to be taken as me being insensitive to everything that's going on in the world. If you're feeling anxious and want a distraction, hopefully my video can give you just that. I just want to give my acknowledgement and love to those who have been affected by it and those who are in quarantine, those who have lost a loved one to it. My heart goes out to you. Stay safe, wash your hands, do not meet in large groups, be smart, and don't lose hope. Love you guys.
I don't want to take away from the magic of the show, but I would love to know this if I were you guys, so I'm just gonna tell you. Oh my gosh, get me out of here. This is the worst. Are you still Mormon? I got this question a lot. I don't tell anybody this because I just don't like to talk about it, but what do you have to say to your followers who are women of color and watch you? Today, I am going to be doing an honest, open Q&A. I mean, I'm always honest and open, but this Q&A is especially honest and open. I haven't done a Q&A in a really long time. I feel like last year at this time, I did this video and hi. Mom. The other day I watched that video back and it was just weird to watch. I hadn't watched it in a long time and I was just like, who is that? Okay, bratty. I'm getting a cocky vibe. And now I understand the comments that I used to get a year ago about how I've changed and they miss the old me and stuff like that. I still get those comments, but watching that video made me agree a little bit with those kinds of comments. Anyway, I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions because it's been a while since we've done a Q&A and I feel like I have changed a lot. I'll probably watch this video in a year and be interesting. Let's start with Endless Summer because there were a lot of questions there. First question, how staged is Endless Summer? I don't want to take away from the magic of the show or the storyline or anything, but I would love to know this if I were you guys, so I'm just gonna tell you. Basically, I'm asked about the people in my life and the main things going on in my life, and then they create a story out of that. Then we film the story. Each episode has to have a theme, a story, a cliffhanger at the end, so it's not someone's just filming everything that I do. It's when I was in New York, all I was doing was filming the show, and we had a set plan for what we were gonna film. Sometimes we shoot conversations over and over again. There are things here and there that are thrown in to kind of add to the story. It's like a normal show. It's just dealing with things that either have happened or could happen in me or Dylan's lives. So yeah, it's not a reality show, but it's also not a scripted show. It's in the middle. Is it strange to work with your ex? How's your relationship with him? So we hadn't talked until the filming of Endless Summer in New York. Before this scene, we met up and we caught up for 5 minutes, honestly. We just kind of said hello and asked how each other were, and it was totally normal. It's not weird. We don't have any weird tension, or it definitely was strange because we weren't talking to each other. We were just kind of there filming together. So it was definitely strange, but it wasn't oh my gosh, get me out of here. This is the worst. This is a question I got a lot. What on your Snapchat show, Endless, was real and what was fake? I'm so confused. I would be too if I were you. This season, what can I tell you was real? My relationship with Dawson. I did get to work with Cosmopolitan. I wrote an article with them and that will actually be on their website. Some of the struggles I experienced, feeling unsure about putting myself back out there. The interview I did with Coco, that was 100% real. That was a one-take thing. That was the first time I had ever interviewed someone on camera and I was really nervous, but I think it went well. That interview was actually an hour long, but they had to chop it up so much. I think it ended up being 30 seconds on the show. I guess not knowing when I was gonna run into Dylan, nobody on the production team would tell me anything about him. I don't think either of us knew where each other were. Unless we were filming together, of course. Then we would just hey, kind of thing. On the same topic of relationships, here's one. Does it scare you to be public about your current relationship because of how the last went? Yes, 100%. I did not want to post anything about Dawson for a long time, and then I was like, you know what? I should be able to live life how I want and not care so much about everyone else's opinions. If I want to post him, I can post him, but there's always that thought in the back of my mind that people are making judgments on him or whoever it is that I'm dating. I am aware of the kind of life that I live. I know that it's all public, and I know I'm putting things out there for people to talk about. So that was expected. What do you have to say to your followers who are women of color and watch you? If you know of anything that happened back in August, I'm not gonna bring it all up again, but the way that I looked in a lot of the things that were released was really bad. And I looked like I did not favor or welcome people of color. And I want to make it really very, very clear. I do love, welcome, and accept everyone of every race, every gender, literally whoever you are, you're welcome on my channel, on my social media, whatever it is, in my life. I love you, I accept you. There's no reason to not accept anyone because of the way that they look or where they came from. I have never believed that, and I will never believe that. And this is totally not an excuse for what happened in the past, but that was me being immature and like honestly stupid, and someone who is not aware of everything going on outside of their own little bubble. All I can say is I'm sorry for those that I hurt. I'm sorry, and everything that happened has definitely taught me a really huge life lesson. It's like further helped me find who I am. So it may have hit me like a wrecking ball at the time, and I'm ready to move forward from it because I know who that was back then is not who this is now. Anyway, do you ever struggle to find confidence when it comes to body image? 100%. I didn't really want to bring like the heavy stuff that I experience in my life onto the internet because I didn't want to like seem like I was looking for sympathy. I didn't want to appear weak, I think, but I actually went through weight gain and a binge eating disorder. I don't tell anybody this because I just don't like to talk about it, and I feel like it's not necessary, but if I can help one of you guys, then it's necessary to talk about. I don't really have all of the answers on like how I came out of it. I don't even know how I came out of it, but this is me before I gained weight. This is me after I gained weight. I mean, it may not look like that much, but it was a lot for me. I gained 15 pounds in a short amount of time, and it was really, really hard on me.
And I just have to make it clear that I'm just sharing my own experience with everything that happened with gaining weight. For me, I don't think there's anything wrong with gaining weight. It can be healthy even. Everybody has a different body type. This was just out of the ordinary for me. And there is nothing wrong with having a few extra pounds on you. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. Everybody is beautiful in their own way, and I genuinely mean that.
And it caused depression. I hated myself, and so I didn't really care about a lot of things, and I would just binge eat all the time because I didn't care about my body anymore, and I was like in such a dark place that it didn't matter to me. I didn't have a sense of who I was and what was really important to me. And I didn't want to open up about that, mainly because I didn't really understand it, honestly, and I didn't think I needed to talk about it at all. So I didn't. Here's a lighter one. What have you been working on lately? Merch. I actually just had a meeting for my merch today. I'm really excited because it's not just gonna be like summer Mckeen, you know, because I've honestly never been down with that. I want it to be unique and fun, and I want to have a huge hand in it. What's your favorite workout routine? Let me tell you my workout routine. Ready? On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I like to go to a really pretty trail because I love nature, first of all. It makes me really, really happy. And I run because that also makes me really happy. I do like a combination of running and walking, but I try to run for as long as I can. It usually ends up being like 30 minutes of running and like 10-15 minutes of walking. And then on Tuesday and Thursday, I use a treadmill and I do incline 12, speed 3, and I do that for 30 minutes. Lauren Giraldo put me on this. And then I'll do like squats and arm workouts and ab workouts to like tone my body. And I try to stay consistent. What city would you like to live in the future? I really want to live in Encinitas, California. Really bad. How do you think you've changed? I used to have a small idea of what was important in life, and I wasn't exposed to a lot of the things that I have been exposed to now. And I have learned so much from those things, especially getting acne. It's kind of opened up my mind to the fact that looks aren't everything, and like A lot of the things that are important in my life right now, I hadn't even realized I was missing from my life back then, if that makes any sense. I just kind of have like a bigger picture idea of life. I didn't think about the future as much as I do now. I didn't think about the past like at all. And now I feel like I'm constantly thinking about the past, and it actually really sucks. And it's something that I like can't help, and it's really annoying. But I'm really trying to make an effort to switch my thought patterns and quit thinking about the past, because why does that even matter? There are a lot of ways that I've changed, and I don't think I will ever be able to fully answer this to the best of my ability, or anyone's ability for that matter. Have you graduated high school? I graduated high school. What an accomplishment. Are you still Mormon? I got this question a lot, and yeah, I'm still Mormon. I'm really just focusing on trying to find my own testimony and what having God in my life means to me. I'm doing a lot of soul searching right now. Yeah, I feel like when you turn 20, life just hates you, like real life stuff, and you just have to figure yourself out and become your own person, and it's heavy. It sure is. So if I don't seem like myself, I don't seem as happy as I used to be, it's just because I'm kind of going through a lot right now. And especially being on Accutane, one of the side effects is depression. And oh my gosh, it's working, let me tell you. I'm really experiencing that depression side effect, and it probably shows too. But I know it's all in my head. I'm fine, I'm happy. Accutane's gonna be over soon, and I'll be happier, and hopefully I'll feel more like myself. How are you doing / feeling lately? Dealing with insecurities? Yeah, I'm dealing with a lot of insecurities, not even like physical insecurities. Like, I don't even really care that much about my weight and stuff. It's more like me as a person. I don't know, there's a million thoughts going through my head, and that's how it has been so much recently. Life is hard. When you feel discouraged, how do you snap back? I really wanted to include this because I feel like this whole video I've been talking about like kind of like sad, hard stuff. So let me tell you what I do to make myself happy. Number one, I put post-it notes all around my room with cute little happy positive phrases and words and stuff, so that when I see them, hopefully it makes me a little bit happier. Exercise is really good for you, makes you happy. Also, getting out into nature makes you happy. Setting a routine for yourself, making plans, forcing yourself to go places, making your favorite food, talking to your friends, talking to your family, all of that kind of stuff. Or just making a change, like chopping your hair off or rearranging your room, stuff like that. Last question, what made you decide you wanted a cat? I have been feeling absolutely down in the dumps lately, and I live alone, and I thought having a cat would really help me, and it has, and he's really cute, and I feel like I can take care of a cat right now. He makes me really happy. He's actually really helping with my happiness. So those are all the questions I'm gonna be answering today. That was a lot. Thank you for watching this whole thing. If you have any more topics that you would like me to talk about, please leave comments down below. If any of you guys are feeling alone, or you're feeling sad, or want someone to talk to, let's make the comment section a safe space, a nice community for us to talk to each other and build each other up. That would be really cool. I'll be down there too. If you're new to my channel and you liked this video, you want to see more, I post every single Monday, so if you're not already, subscribe. Thank you to everyone who asked questions. I kind of want to do these more because it feels really good. It's honestly like therapy for me. Hopefully I'm helping you guys too. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.